Alrighty, buns. It is the end of the day. It's time to get about this camp and head home. So, I hope everybody had a good day. Great day, an awesome day, a blessed day. Don't know if your day is starting or ending, but mine is ending and I'm going home, okay? We ain't done this for a minute. We're about to be a part of Get Along Gang and we gonna get along and go home. Okay? That's what we do. Now, I got a good call today. I like the phone call I got from my doctor's office today. They called to let me know that when I come in to get my iron infusion, you know, we were talking about that this morning and last week. Because remember, I was in the tiffy. I was in the uproar for real because I was like, I'm going to have to pay $65. Well, the good thing is when I go in for my iron infusion that I don't have a copay. And I said, you serious? I said, for real? And she said, yeah. I said, that is so great. That's so good. Thank you. She said, no problem. Have a great day. I said, you too. I was happy. So I'm like, that's $65 I do not have to worry about. Okay? I know my voice is still bad, y'all, but you'll get the gist of what I mean, like I'm happy about.
Please insert the parking ticket or present credit card.
So, I'm ready to head home, and it's been raining on and off all day, okay? That's no joke. That thunder and lightning be cracking, you understand me? And so I'm going home. Smooth sailing. I did go to Stanton today for lunch. I did not do a video of it for the simple fact I would still have my shirt on for work, and I had my work ID badge and stuff on, so I wasn't doing the video with all that on, and I wasn't stripping, like taking off the shirt and all that, just so I can try to go get lunch and going back into the building. I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it. Not gonna happen. So I got that as a phone call. Then I got tickled pink while I was at work, right? I came back from my lunch and one of my coworkers asked me, she was like, after you finish scanning or you're about to scan the paperwork, she said, do you put the stuff together by the box number, your container number, or by the AV number? I said, you just put it together by the AV number. I said, because when we put them in the file drawer, you know, once everything is done, you know, when you go back to go research and look something up, especially if it tells you that something has already been destroyed or something like that, that someone has been signed off and everything, first thing you're going to go do to make sure and verify is that you're going to look at that AV number, and then you're going to look at the container number that was in, and you're going to go find that packet to find what you're looking for, right? All right. So with that being in mind, you go do that. I said, so that's how I put it together. I said, but when you guys are going to go do stuff or, you know, pull for the paperwork and everything, I said, y'all split them up. And for me, myself, if I'm going to split up my paperwork, I'm going to keep a certain amount together so it's easier for me to put that in one container and put a label on it. And then the rest of it will be in another container with a label on it. But I'm going to try to keep them in the same AV. And I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about AV numbers and all that, right? But it's basically the location. It's basically the location number. I'm going to try to keep them both in the same location number. Now, sometimes they do get mixed, like split apart, and they end up being in different location containers, but they will still be in the same location number, if that makes sense to you, right? But my other coworkers, when they're working together, they don't necessarily keep them in the same location. They'll end up having one in one, like half of it in this container box that's a part of this location number, and then the other will be in a different container number for a different location number. And that's kind of hard to split it up because there's only one main sign-off page for your supervisor and your supervisor's supervisor to sign off on, saying that they have checked this before you go in there, and pull things. So there's nothing that you can't really separate that, because that original paperwork is what gets faxed to the another agency, another totally agency that you have to send it to, right? So it's like you got to keep the original with the original. And so one co-worker was asking me about that, and I told her, look, I said, I keep all the AVs together. I said, it don't matter about the box number, it don't matter about the container number. If it's in that AV, then I keep all that paperwork together. I said, now when you have something that's separated, that's majority of it, or I should say majority of most of all of it, except for one packet, is in a certain AV location, and that one last packet is put in a different container box that's in a different AV box, then guess what? That gets put in a different AV location. Only thing I'm going to do is the page that belongs to that container that they're doing. I'll put it in if it's mingled in with the container I'm already scanning. Then I'll scan that there with the main paperwork and that one packet. Then I'll give them back that whole thing together so they can put it with the main packet that has the majority of everything in it. That way that stays together, right? So I told her and I explained to her, when I did 32, the reason that I only, scanned the first page, the first main page with the 2 supervisor signatures on it, and the last package page with all the information of everything that was listed, and I scanned it into 32 with the other items. I said, but the reason I gave her the packet back that she gave to me is because majority of all of it, except for that one packet, was in AV 28. So that's the reason I gave that back to her, including that one thing. For the simple fact is, the majority of it is in AV 28. I've already scanned what was in AV 32. So she needs to put that back with 28. There's nothing that you can separate, because if she would have just gave me that one packet, later on, they'll be looking for that original page with the 2 signatures on it from the 2 supervisors, right? Just leave it together. The other co-worker, not the one that asked me when I came back from lunch, I had another co-worker that asked me how I put them together. And I'm looking at her because she's been there as long as I have doing this job, right? And I'm like, you know we put the AVs together. We don't separate them by the boxes or by the, not so much by the container. I mean, the containers are what's inside of the AV location. And she was like, you mean the locker numbers? And I was just looking at her. I said, sure. And, well, that's what it is. It's the locker number. Now, we have never said locker number, locker code, location, none of that. We usually refer to them as AV numbers, right? And she was like, well, that's what, if you look in the system, it says locker number. And me and the other co-worker who asked me after lunch how I separate the stuff or when I'm scanning it, right? We're cracking up laughing, right? Because it's like, okay, so you want to be brand new, and now you want to call them lockers. And she's just at the desk, like her back is toward me, the co-worker who asked me, when I came back from lunch. asked me about it. She's just at her desk, and the only thing I see is her head, and she's like she's cracking up laughing. While my other coworker that's like right across from me is asking me to my locker, and I couldn't hold it in, and I started busting up laughing. And I told my coworker, I said, I can't fool with you today. I ain't gonna mess. I can't do you today. And so we were cracking. I mean, that goes Greyhound, y'all. And we just cracking up laughing. I mean, I'm straight tickled pink. I'm sliding down in my chair, everything. I'm just straight out tickled pink. Because I'm like, she keep hollering, yeah, the lockers. It's the lockers. We just still cracking up laughing. And my other coworker, she was like, when do we start calling them lockers? I said, I don't even know. And I guess if you don't do the job, you're not understanding what I'm talking about, to know why we were tickle pink and laughing our asses off. And she just kept on. So do you do it by the locker, or you put them together by the container? And we still cracking up. And my other coworker was like, I still don't know why she keeps calling it a locker. And she was like, just look in the system. If you look in the system, it has it, and next to it, it says locker. I said, I don't understand what you're talking about. That's not the problem. So we both understand what you're talking about. We're cracking up laughing because you keep saying lockers when we refer to everything as AVs. And which is just a short abbreviation for the main location of the building, right? So that's what we refer them to as AVs, because that means that specific location is not the main building where we're at, it's another building, right? And so I just told her, I said, the packet that you gave me last week that went to AV 32, that only had that one packet, and the rest of it was in AV 28. I said, I only scanned the front cover page, and then I scanned the one page that's with the itemized list of the items that was in that goes to AV 32. And that's the reason I gave you back packet 28, because the main cover page belongs to AV 28. And there's only that one packet that you gave me that belongs to 32. Well, I just need to know how you were doing it. I'm looking like you're doing it like we've been doing it. Now, I don't know where this brand new stuff is coming from, or how she figuring it's gonna go, or if she wants to try something new. If it is, it's in her head and only she knows the details to it, because I don't. She made a big deal about like once it's finished scanning or whatever it is, how she puts them in a box. Now, why all of a sudden it's the big deal, I don't even know. That's your thing. That's your business. I'm not about to be on that playground with you. So, I need to get over it. So whatever it is that seems to be of how she sees it in her head. It's like when people say, I told you something, or I mentioned something to you. Now, in their head they did, because they've said it in their head, but somehow or another it didn't come out. But they'll swear up and down that they said something, they mentioned something, and you just like, nope, nope, nope. So when she made the issue, or for me, I'm using the word issue, out of, once they're scanned, how they put things in the box. Okay, well, if that's what you want to do now, fine. That's your business. Now, I don't know what you put it in the box for, because we end up putting them in the file drawer. Because once they're scanned, there's nothing else to do with the paperwork and filing. Well, she got all this in the box for, I don't know. Because they got to go in the drawer, in the file cabinet. it is what it is, right? Now, we do not. We need another file cabinet because the two we have back there are full. The only thing is one drawer at the bottom in the second one, and that's no joke. So after a certain amount of time, either they gonna send this stuff to record retention, because other than that, we're gonna run out of room of where to keep this stuff and where it's supposed to go. Okay? It is what it is, and it's how it's gonna go. Get over a lane, sorry. And get back over into the lane. I always get in. Like when they have lanes there, people have to turn or merge. You see this lane next to me? Well, with that in mind, when they're coming in and merge all the way back there, it'll end up backing up, which will cut off from you coming to the lane I'm in for the left turning lane and the follow, and so you got to go around. But I am behind a Silverado that's got ladders, like, you know, strapped down to the, got ladders in the bed part. The only thing I think of every time I'm behind any vehicle on the side of, you know, like the glass trucks and stuff like that, you know what I think of, right? And I know y'all probably know. Go ahead and say it. Say it. I know you know. Final destination. I'll be praying don't nothing fly off these trucks. When you look, I'll show you. Give me a minute. See that? That's all I be thinking. Final destination, right? Y'all gonna have to forgive me for the simple fact I still have not learned how to use this phone in order to flip the camera. Don't laugh at me. It is what it is. But we still make it work. We still do what we gotta do. We make it happen. We make it enough. So, with that being said, you know, today was a pretty good day. Today I laughed. I got good news. And I had myself a great day. I had a great day. And so, I can't complain. Can't do nothing but say, woohoo! Woohoo! I was like one day, I got that phone call and said I ain't have no co-payment. I was at my desk, I'm like, yeah, I was jamming. I was good to go. Because I'm sorry, I don't know what they think. My job be paying me to think that, oh, this was another thing. And I think I said it this morning, you know, how the nurse practitioner, when she called me yesterday, was telling me now it's a month. So, because of the manufacturer guidelines or whatever it is, I have to go in, do my infusion, and before I go back a month later, I think she said the day before, I have to do blood work again so they can see exactly where my iron level is and see if the serum took, which is basically the Injectafer. I think that's what she said the name of the medication was. Injectafer for my iron infusion, right? And so I don't know what this little Corolla doing, but baby, they just cruising. They putting along. It must be the end of the day for them too. I ain't mad at them. Cruise on. I ain't even mad at you. You'll take your time and get your cruise on. Okay? So that's what I'm doing for the day. I'm going home. I'm gonna max out, relax, get me a bottle of water. I did want to stop at HEB and see if they had the tea that I had from Stanton's from lunch. Oh baby, I'm gonna put in the video at the end from Stanton, my lunch. When I tell you, I got the Philly surprise, right, from Stanton, which is a meatless sandwich that's on Texas toast. I asked them to add the peppers and mushrooms to it. because only, like I said, it comes with the cream cheese spread, the cheese, the jalapenos, and so I usually ask them to add the peppers, and I don't know why they don't have green bell peppers, but they only have the red bell peppers, and ask them to add mushrooms to it. You know, I did that. I got the Cajun fries and I got the fried pickles, right? And the tea that I got out of the cooler section, right? It was Teavana. I don't know if I hope I'm saying the name of that brand, of that company correct. T-E-A, V as in Victor, A-N as in Nancy, A. Okay? Teavana. Or Teavana. It might be like straight chopping up their name. I apologize to you for the company and everything. But I got the pineapple, berry blue, herbal tea, right? When I tell you it was so good, I kid you not. It was so good. I'm like speechless. It tasted so good. That's the only reason I want to go by H-E-B, because I'm trying to see if H-E-B has it, because they only have certain brands. I mean, well, they have that as a brand there, right? But they only have certain flavors. So I don't know if they will have that particular flavor or not. So I might have to look on my app on my phone and see if they have it. If they do, then I'm gonna try to go this week and go get it, and try to go get like a case. Yeah, try to get a case. I don't know if they're gonna come in a 4-pack, 6-pack, or 8-pack. You know, well, I should say a pack of it. I shouldn't say a case, a pack, right? So I don't know if they come in 4, 6, 8, 12. You know, if they come in a 24. I don't have a clue, but I loved it. I mean, it was delicious to drink. It was delicious. So I'm gonna put the video of what I did do from lunch. It's gonna be at the end. But babies, it was good. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. And I talked to my daddy this afternoon, because he did call, but I don't know, I got a notification, like my daddy used Duo to talk to me. So I sit up there and I called him back before I went to go get my lunch, but he didn't answer, and I tried to call him this morning, he didn't answer. So he ended up calling me this afternoon when I was about to eat my lunch. So he was like, what are you eating on? And my daddy's favorite thing is like, you're eating bacon. You need bacon in your life. I don't like that. I'm not eating no bacon. Ain't nobody got no bacon. Don't nobody want no bacon. And that's my daddy's way of messing with me, because I don't eat meat. So I sat up there and I showed him my sandwich. He said, good Lord, girl, what is that? Look like little fingers or something coming out of it. Because I put the fried pickles, I put like 4 slices of the fried pickles, and I want to say like 4 or 6 French fries. I only ate half my sandwich. I'm gonna let this be known now. Only ate half. The other half's coming along with me. Think I'm lying. Here's the rest of my lunch. Okay. I still got half a sandwich. I still got the rest of the fries, and I still got the rest of the fried pickles. All that's coming on because I did not eat it. Only ate, you know, like I said, put about 4 or 6 fries on half of a sandwich with 4 of the fried pickles, right? And I ate it that way, and the pickles were so crunchy. It was so crunchy. And my daddy was like, you got to be eating bacon. All that crunch. I said, Daddy, nobody's eating bacon. I said, that's the pickles. That's not bacon. To my mom, you got bacon on that sandwich. I said, Daddy, no, I don't. And he said, man, that's just not even right. I was nobody about to sit there and be eating all that bacon. Yeah, I'm sure if you go to my daddy's and you look in his refrigerator, I'm sure he got bacon like it ain't nobody business, baby, because he loved it. So, with that in mind, it's starting to come down a little bit. It's a little sprinkling. Going on. But I talked to him for a little while, and then he went ahead and got off the phone. And I finished up the rest of my lunch. And that was the end. But you know what I did want the other day, this past weekend? Because it was raining, like on and off. And when it was coming down hard, only thing I could think of is that I wanted some butter pecan ice cream. Now, only ice cream I know that has slamming good butter pecan is Bluebell's and Haagen-Dazs. I'm sorry, but Bluebell's is hands down number one if I'm going to go look for butter pecan. I'm not going to lie. If I can't find it in Bluebell's, baby, I'm finding Haagen-Dazs, because that's about the only other one I'll probably get, right? Like I said, I'm vegetarian, y'all. But I do eat a lot of plant-based and vegan options, right? So, I just dabble here and there when it comes to, like, the dairy products. And so I did. I had a taste. I wanted some butter pecan ice cream. But my tail wasn't getting up to get dressed, to sip and go out in the rain to nobody's store and think that I'm going to sit up there and go to get some butter pecan ice cream. It wasn't that serious for me. It wasn't that serious. So whenever it is that I go to the grocery store, the H-E-B, Randall's, Kroger's, whoever, Whole Foods, then I'll pick it up then. But I ain't going out my way. No, not while it's raining and all that. I ain't going to do it. Not going to happen. Not going to do it. Was it a church church lady? Dana Carvey? Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Well, isn't that special? That's how I'm feeling. Okay? Y'all hold on so I can sit up there and open this gate. You know everything works by. Alright, buns. So, yeah, that's it. So I'm going to go in the house, get me a bottle of water, call it a day, be thankful for my day, okay? And so hopefully you guys have got home safely in one piece with no trouble, no hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstanding. You didn't have no meet and greets, honey. Meet and greets are accidents, okay? But before anybody be like, what's your mate? If you ain't watched my videos ago before, meet and greets are accidents. I'm trying not to have any accidents, no meet and greets, okay? And just having a good day, a beautiful day, a blessed day, and just loving it, okay? All right, we made it here to the house, and I'm gonna go on in before it starts coming down, baby. I may wear my hair in a natural state. Don't get me wrong, you see, it's in a natural state. But don't mean I want to be outside pummeled by the rain. Okay? All right. I will talk to you guys later. Lord willing to say so in the morning. Okay? All right. Hope you guys have a great day, a beautiful day, and a blessed day.